Governments and corporations have clamped down on genetic research following the biosyn scandal, yet whispers of covert operations persist. On a remote island in the Pacific, once a forgotten Jurassic Park research outpost, a hidden secret lies dormant, a facility housing the last remnants of InGen's most dangerous experiments. The world is unaware that this island holds the key to a medical breakthrough that could change humanity forever. Act 1. The mission Zora Bennett, Scarlett Johansson, a seasoned covert operations specialist, is recruited by a secretive pharmaceutical conglomerate, Neogenics, for a high-risk mission. Neogenics has discovered that the DNA of 3 massive, prehistoric creatures, referred to as the Triad, a Titanosaurus, a mutated velociraptor, and a colossal Aquilops, holds the key to a revolutionary cure for a deadly global virus ravaging human populations. The catch? These creatures are confined to the abandoned Isla Tartarus, a heavily guarded, off-the-grid island where InGen once conducted its most unethical experiments. Zora assembles a team. Henry Loomis, Jonathan Bailey, a brilliant but socially awkward paleontologist obsessed with dinosaur behavior. Duncan Kincaid, Mahershala Ali, a pragmatic exobiologist and Zora's trusted second-in-command. Elena Morales, Luna Blaze, a tech-savvy hacker who can bypass the island's outdated security systems. Their mission is simple, in theory. Infiltrate the island, extract DNA samples from the Triad, and escape before Neogenics' rival, a shadowy paramilitary group, beats them to it. Meanwhile, a parallel storyline introduces the Carter family. Sarah, Jodie Foster, a former park ranger, her teenage son, Milo, Rupert Friend, and her young daughter, Lila, Isabella Merced. Their yacht is caught in a storm and shipwrecks on Isla Tartarus, stranding them in a jungle teeming with dangers they can't comprehend. Act 2. The Island of Nightmares. As Zora's team lands on Isla Tartarus, they find a lush but eerie landscape littered with the ruins of InGen's research facility, rusted fences, overgrown labs, and ominous claw marks. The island's ecosystem is a chaotic blend of dinosaurs, some familiar, like velociraptors, and others grotesquely mutated, the result of InGen's reckless genetic tampering. The team's advanced tech, including drones and tranquilizer rifles, gives them confidence, but Henry warns that the Triad are unlike anything they've studied: intelligent, territorial, and unpredictable. The first encounter with the Triad is harrowing. The Titanosaurus, a towering sauropod with jagged, armor-like scales, nearly crushes their camp during a nighttime ambush. Elena's drones capture footage of the mutated velociraptor, its feathers glowing faintly in the dark, stalking them with chilling precision. The Aquilops, a massive ceratopsian with a venomous horn, proves elusive, lurking in the island's swampy depths. Each attempt to collect DNA pushes the team to their limits, with Ruben's survival skills and Duncan's scientific expertise barely keeping them alive. Meanwhile, the Carter family stumbles upon the same facility, seeking shelter. Sarah, drawing on her ranger experience, recognizes the island's dangers, but is unprepared for the scale of the mutations. Milo, rebellious and curious, ventures too far and triggers an old InGen alarm, alerting both Zora's team and the rival paramilitary group, led by the ruthless operative Voss, Raul Esparza. The alarm also awakens the facility's dormant AI, which begins reactivating deadly security measures, including electrified fences and automated turrets. Act 3. The Shocking Secret E. Zora's team and the Carters cross paths, tensions flare. Sarah distrusts Zora's corporate-backed mission, suspecting Neogenics has ulterior motives. Henry, however, bonds with Milo over their shared fascination with dinosaurs, while Lila's quick thinking saves Elena from a pterodactyl attack. The groups reluctantly join forces when Voss's mercenaries arrive, heavily armed and intent on seizing the Triad's DNA for their own employer, a black market bioweapons syndicate. Deep in the facility, the team uncovers the shocking secret. Isla Tartarus was InGen's testing ground for Project Rebirth, an attempt to create hybrid dinosaurs capable of surviving extreme conditions, including potential extraterrestrial environments. The Triad were the project's crowning achievements, engineered not just for survival, but as living weapons with enhanced intelligence and resilience. Neogenics's cure is a cover. The DNA is meant to fuel a new era of bioengineered soldiers, a truth Duncan confirms after decoding encrypted InGen files. Zora, torn between her loyalty to the mission and her growing unease, faces a moral dilemma. Duncan urges her to destroy the DNA samples, while Henry argues they could still save lives if used ethically. Sarah, hardened by loss, insists they burn the facility to the ground to prevent another Jurassic Park disaster. The decision is complicated when Voss's forces corner them, unleashing a pack of mutated velociraptors to flush them out. Act 4. Survival and Sacrifice. The climax unfolds in a heart-pounding sequence as the team and the Carters fight to escape the island. The facility's AI, now fully active, releases the Triad, leading to a chaotic battle. The Titanosaurus smashes through Voss's helicopters, while the Aquilops charges through the jungle, its venomous horn incapacitating mercenaries. Zora and Ruben lead a desperate plan to lure the creatures into a trap, using Elena's hacked drones to detonate the facility's fuel reserves. In a tragic turn, Duncan sacrifices himself to save Lila from the mutated velociraptor, using his knowledge of its behavior to distract it long enough for the others to escape. Zora, grappling with guilt, destroys the DNA samples, choosing to protect the world from Project Rebirth's legacy. The facility erupts in flames, consuming the Triad and Voss's forces, but the team and the Carters escape on a salvaged boat, narrowly avoiding a pursuing Mosasaurus that emerges from the depths in a jaw-dropping final scare. Epilogue. A new dawn as the survivors sail toward the mainland. Henry reflects on the dinosaurs' resilience, wondering if humanity can coexist with such forces of nature. Sarah vows to expose Neogenics's corruption, while Zora, hardened but hopeful, promises to protect Milo and Lila. In a quiet moment, Henry notices a strange signal on Elena's salvaged InGen device, a faint transmission from another island, hinting that Project Rebirth may not be entirely dead. The story closes with a shot of Isla Tartarus burning, its secrets sinking into the ocean, but a distant roar suggests the Jurassic legacy endures.